Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Dimir Djinn with all the nasty stuff from both the colors of blue and black. We've got Haughty Djinn, we have Urtai's Scorn, we have counterspells and negate, make disappear, draw with consider, impulse, memory deluge, and then from black we have removal, go for the throat, infernal grasp, graveyard trespasser, shieldred the apocalypse, invoke despair, Gix's command, and on the top end Katose the silent spider to steal all the things that we counter and put into the opponent's graveyard. The deck has had many iterations. It used to have drag to the bottom, which is why the image here is still drag to the bottom, but I found it better without. And again, as always, we break down the deck performance, the win rate, the matchups, the changes we've made, things like that at the end of the video, so stick around if you're interested in how the deck has evolved and how it is in its final form. I think it's much better. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the games. Alright, we'll keep. Mardu. Graveyard Trespasser for tempo, we will say no to that. Need to... Oh, we actually have another land here, so we're okay. Another Trespasser. Could counter, but I think we could just drag. No, we can't drag. Alright, we counter. Trespass them back. Interesting. Get shouldered on the battlefield. This is a race that we win, unless they can get rid of Shelly here. They can't. They go for the Abrade on the Trespasser. Alright. Well, we heal a bunch now with the Search. Could also take their Abrades, but I don't think that's relevant right now. Let's do this. There's negate. Perfect. This should be game. All we have to do is protect shoulder and we win. Whenever Samurai Warrior you control attacks alone, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Indestructible. That's not a warrior. We want to do this on our turn so that we can negate. Actually, no, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just play Djinn. Yep. Alright, we'll keep. Let's go for the throat on something on 2. On a red. This is actually a good matchup for us, because things like Trespasser, Shouldred, and Djinn really put a damper on their plans. Alright, here they come. No chill whatsoever from the opponent. We trespass. Then hopefully we hit our land so we can play Shouldered on time. And then when we untap next turn, we can heal a bunch the Shouldered. Okay. Are we making the trade? We have other ways to kill it. I don't think so. There's our land. Drag unfortunately blows up our own Shouldered here. We block one, I suppose. Don't want to give them Shouldered too easily. There's an Impulse. For festivities and a land. Okay. So we're definitely going for Search now. No burn spells in the bin quite yet. Another Search, perfect. Discard 2 will be this one and I suppose this. Back to 18 we go. Swing in, so we don't plan on blocking. Let's race. Shouldered and the Thirst for Discovery give us a huge advantage in this race, but the Mechanized Warfare is helping the opponent a lot. Alright, they end our festivities, we go back to 10. Is there a way to kill them here? Not really. In for 4. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. They go to 5. Next turn we can put them at 4 here. That's not quite doing it. Okay, we'll take Drag, and Tose can go. Too slow here. Back to 18. In for 4. End the turn. They are dead next turn unless they find a Shouldered solution. There's a Phoenix check. See if they're just going in for the lethals. Lightning Strike number 1 deals 4. Okay. That's not face. We're not dead. And there's the Heartbreaker. Leaving the Etching back to block, so we kill it and then they die. Shouldered says goodbye. Actually. We just do it to him now. Let's go. Opponent first. Go for the Throat available. 2 creatures. Counter. Alright. Enchantments. Ooh. What have we here? Whenever non-token modified creature control dies, create a 1/1. Seems good. So, no drag mana quite yet. I think we'll keep up Go for the Throat. And see what happens. Invigorating Hot Spring. Alright, let's kill this. That's just gonna make them more stuff. And I think we'll play Trespasser next turn. That gets a 1/1. Gonna be very annoying to deal with. Tap land. Activate only as a sorcerer and only once each turn. Okay. Well, their visitor can still get through, which is an issue, so we're going to have to drag the visitor to the bottom. If we're planning on doing that, we block. There's a Kami. Here's a drag. Fight rigging. Interesting. So we hold up Scorn? Or we just play the Trespasser? What do they have that can get this immediately? I don't know. Okay, let's go Trespasser. I wonder if they run removal spells as well. Alright, they've got a visitor. Contango. Let's attack them. And then we drag it all down again. Really need to find draw. I think they either have protection or instant speed burn spells. Okay. They give us the beatdown, we give them the Djinn. See where these counters go. Let's take their Rending Flames. We'll see what else they have in hand. It is a safekeeping. Ooh, this is scary. No attacks. Still keeping that safekeeping open. Don't like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Unless we find a counter spell. Let's get busy with the Djinn. Yeah, put him on the clock. Down to 7. That goes up to a 6/6. We're gonna get their fight rigging. Let's see what it is. Uh-oh. See where this counter goes. No blocks here. Alright. Beautiful, what a draw. Alright, that's game. Let's go. Scary deck. Going first with every single possible land. Much better? Yeah, Despair can go. The green forests have arrived. And Gix says hello! Stop them ramping. Since they're playing green, they're going to have issues dealing with Djinn, so here is the Djinn. Alright. They begin the stomping. They have blue. Let's find a land. There's a land, and we'll actually just take another one. Mono blue, the splash black version. Maybe they try and storm the festival. 2, 4, 5. Oh, they don't have enough for that. Maybe they try for a deluge. Awake in the Woods. Old. I like it. They've had enough. That's fair. Opponent going first. Not a lot of blue. No removal. We'll keep. Ha! Mono red. There's Invoke Despair. Phoenix Chickadee. I think we'll just counter that. Try and preserve the life total as much as possible. Cast Djinn, make them deal with it. Hopefully find a land for next turn. Thundering Raiju. Hopefully find a black mana source. We block down low. Blue mana source instead. Deluge. Consider, go for the throat. Consider. Black land. Perfect. Double Raiju action. See where the counters go. Yeah, we're just dead, aren't we? Can't do anything about that. Well, actually, we block here. Down to 1. This is the part where I wish that we had, what's it called? We'll keep. Alrighty. Fiend's Tower. What you got? Yeah, I think we'll take another land drop. Turns out that was a mistake. In case they're actually Rafine gamers. Oh, there's a Kaito. We'll counter that. Djinn flips. Attack in. Make disappear on the Emperor. Don't want anything from our own graveyard. There's the Emperor. Rawr. Alright. What will you discard? Denic. Okay. We could Takenuma. Or we could just Gix's command. But Gix's command doesn't really do anything apart from get us a Trespasser. So I think I'd rather just Takenuma if we're going to do that. Rafine of the Scheming Sea. Sure. Now Gix's command is looking better. Yeah. Oh. Well, here's Invoke Despair. So, unless they have a Spell Pierce. Do they have a Spell Pierce? Actually, it doesn't matter because we have 2 mana. They have another. Okay. This is the tough part about Rafine when the opponent just has ways to kill it over and over again and you have to play it on an empty board. So we'll make them sacrifice and then return our Trespasser. I don't want to double spell because we want this on Knight still. And also, Urtai's Scorn is good. Opponent going first. We are up against the Merc with a Mouth. Wade Wilson. We find our second land drop, which is nice. Makes it so we're not locked into an impulse here. Although maybe we will impulse anyway. No. Let's just let it ride. See what happens. Ooh. This land. Cool. Impulse and then consider for us. They probably draw. Scrutiny for 1 feels bad. There's the Djinn. We have the Make Disappear, which is very effective at this early stage. We'll also consider land drop number 2. Alright, Djinn on the battlefield. They have the absence and they can pay for it. So we let it go. Time to Trespass. If they're a deck that likes to get things out of their graveyard, we'll take their draw. That will be an important part of their strategy. And all these cards will be very good for the upcoming turns, I think. Make disappear with middling effects as we go on. We probably don't want this to flip. Okay. What are you discarding? Alright, Teferi in the bin. They get rid of our Trespasser. We'll look to Deluge here and then counter whatever they play. They probably want to regain some momentum. Maybe not. I will fight this. Make them have another. They don't. Good to know. There's Despair. There's our land drop. There's Sholdred. I think we just get Shouldered down. This looks like base Azorius control. Farewell. That's a good make disappear. Okay. There's our land drop. Can they get rid of Sholdred? Not looking great. Got him. Yeah, just unfortunate on those missed land drops there. Alright, we've got removal and draw, so we'll toss a Scorn back, I think. Couldn't keep the last hand because it had 2 lands in it. On and on the wool sleeves. And the cool lands. That's a boo, not cool deck. We'll see how much of a difference taking out, what's it called? Drag to the bottom makes here. If we can control the board on kind of like a creature level, we'll see. So I can tell you what, drag has helped tremendously winning our other matchups. Removing it, I mean. Oh yeah. Let's just counter. It's hoping for a land, but here's the Djinn. That can get us into Deluge next turn if it dies, or if they Brutal Cathar it, which I think is one of the only ways they can get rid of it. We Infernal Grasp. Perfect. Let's find a land. Easy. 1 and 2. Just to keep them coming. Now we go on the offensive. Gain some life. Take 4. And here comes Shouldered. 1 card left in hand, and we have Shouldered for days, actually, so... Alright. Not to worry. The backup is here. Consideration for the Trespasser here on one of their veterans. But we want them to tap out now, I suppose, before making that play, and it looks like they're going to. Ooh. Draw card. Take damage. Is it a laydown? No way! Absolute savage. Alright, we'll Trespasser next turn and take away one of these. And it's looking like, so far, removing drag to the bottom isn't really affecting us. And I think what they have here is a Brutal Cathar. Because they're realizing they can't get our Trespasser without having another card in hand. So what they're going to do is flash in this and or hit the land. And they need to do it now because we're going to take it. They have a Guardian. Never mind. I was all wrong. I wanted to flip Day Knight there, which is why we passed. Go for the throat. Yes, please. The Grotto. Scry to bottom. Cool. Send it all. Counters where? Okay. Nice. So now we take both of those. And in response, they're going to play one. And then we just make disappear. And by one, I mean... Oh. They're not? Question mark. Okay. Down to 3. I thought for sure they would play this in response. See if we can find an answer here. We'll take an impulse as well. Big old despair time. They plan to double block. Get him. We got him. Opponent goes first. We have no removal. We have good creatures. We mulligan. That's not great. Not great at all. Is this aggro? I think so. Yes, it is. We should be okay, provided we find another land, which it's looking a little grim, we'll say. Just a little. Tap land is good to see, though. Unless they have a Swift Spear. Easy. Big damage. And this is not good at all. And because they have blue, we have to worry about them throwing out counter spells. Like make disappear. Alright. Kill that. Still no land, and I think we lose, because we are way too far behind now. Especially now that they get treasures, and we just can't even deal with the board at all. So, yeah, I'm just gonna head on to the next one, I think. First, I'll keep this because we can impulse into another land. Or consider into it. I think that's what we'll do on this turn. What? The first strike, interesting. I mean, yeah. Take the removal for now. And then we can impulse. We'll hold up the removal and then impulse on their turn. If there's nothing to blow up here. Find our next land drop. Probably gonna look for a blue source. Alright, opponent is incredibly enlightened. This is the opponent. Just full of enlightenment. Let's find a land. Blue? Could play out Trespasser, although we're not discarding to hand size and there's nothing in the graveyard. So that would only prompt them to maybe play like a Liliana and minus, whereas we can blow up their enchantment. And we can also stop something like a Sheoldred. Alright, they do nothing. Let's kill this. Okay.
I hope you're ready to lose. Let your blade do the talking.
I think we deluge. Times like these I regret not having drag in the deck, but for the most part I would say having it out is probably a good addition.
Training.
We'll take the 3, I just want to get the deluge off. We have no blue, so we don't have to worry about counters. Let's take this and a make disappear. Another blue source. Stick probably indicates another Emperor. Two 3/3s, one with Vigilance, one with First Strike, assuming they put the counters on this one. Let's see what they go for here. Yeah?
I have got new moves to teach you.
I don't want to block because... Yeah, we can just kill both of them next turn. We'll take the 6. I think we hold up the make disappear. Liliana. That doesn't matter then, does it? We could blow up our Trespasser. And I kind of want to, because if they get Liliana on the field, that's just too much nonsense. Could play Sholdred. Also just blow both of these up. I think we blow both of them up.
Keep watch for intruders.
Die. Die. Alright, we'll hold up the Urtai's Scorn. Bing bong. 1-2. Akanuma for Liliana. Invoke Despair in the bin, good to see. If they play Liliana next turn, we just Urtai's Scorn. And then we can block their... what will become a 3-3. Decline. They make a 2-2 for the double blocks. Makes sense. There's another land. I think we'll just go ahead and attack. Then from our graveyard, we'll take a Trespasser. See what they want to do. Could double block, save their Emperor. Could single block. Potentially -2. No problem. Lots of different options. They choose double block. So that relieves the board pressure for us. We can play Sholdred, and then we can Urtai's Scorn. If they have something like an Invoke Despair. Or a Liliana. Alright. Shoulder needs to live, so worst case is they have more removal. Next turn we just deluge main phase. Okay. Could have been worse, like a farewell. And they're only down to 1 card as well.
We must protect the people.
No more Invoke Despairs for you. What a top deck. And it's an Emperor? They do run farewell. Let's kill them before they can get it. What they're probably planning to do is flash in this other Emperor so we're not blocking. Because we'd much rather have Invoke Despair. Yeah, there's the cycle. Looking for the answers. Do they find it? A land. Excellent. And there's a Djinn. It's all looking up. Alright, let's make this cost less. Perfect. If we attack, they minus. They kind of have to... yeah. They have to make a 2-2 here.
Run away. You'll be safe.
Alright, well they have to hope that they draw removal because
This is what you get for hurting.
they now can't minus on the Djinn. They draw the perfect answer. But they have to take a turn off now. That Katose was huge. And we find our own Invoked Despair, but we can't cast it. Alright, Deluge main phase. Another Deluge and a black mana source, so we can cast Invoked Despair. We know they don't have any more, so
Guards, to me.
that's good. Here's ours. Then we can Deluge and have up Urtai's Scorn as well. I was literally about to say casting Farewell on graveyards would be a good move for them. That's exactly what they did. Deluge main, Trespasser yes, but land. In case they run more than one Takenuma. I think we have to counter that. We have no good solution. Seems good. Make him top deck. Do they top deck perfectly? Gives them a better chance. Alright, we're going for it. So good. What a response. Do they have it again? They don't. That's the game. Ah. GG's. Yeah, definitely better without drag to the bottom. Alright, welcome back to the post-game deck overview. That was our Dimir Djinn deck. It's had 4 versions, a 50% overall win rate, 39 on the play, 53 on the draw, 13 and 13, played it for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Matchups-wise, yeesh, mono red absolutely destroys us, mono black, pretty bad, and then everything else is kind of 1 of and 2 of, etc. However, the 4th version, the one we've been playing with, is 7 and 3, with a 70% win rate, 80 on the play, 60 on the draw, and mono red, to be fair, still lose against it. However, it does much better against all the other matchups, and I think this latest version is kind of where you want to be. So, starting off at the beginning. Yikes. Deck testing, 3 and 6, feels bad. Version 2, we added Sorin, and we took out Parasitic Grasp, because that's what we were running. Lost some games, didn't like that, took out Sorin immediately. Version 3 went 1 and 2. Added Go for the Throat and 4 Memory Deluge. We took out 3 Thirst for Discovery, which was our main card draw, and then we removed Sorin because he was too slow, and we also took away 1 Consider. In that version, we went 1 and 2. And then, this is the most recent version, big overhaul. We finally removed all of the drag to the bottoms, and the land that goes with it, all the tap land. I just felt like the tap land was way too slow. It slowed us down a lot when we want to usually have Djinn out with, 1 or 2 mana open, and just having tap lands hindered that incredibly. And then we took away 1 Memory Deluge, added in an Impulse, an additional Urtai's Scorn, 1 Gix's Command, 1 Invoke Despair, and then we changed up the mana as well to have the list that did pretty well. I would say mono red can still get under us, but I think some of these losses were to mana screw. So as long as you're hitting your mana, if you play Djinn on curve, mono red has a hard time dealing with it. If you don't block anything on turn 3, after you play the Djinn, they have to commit 2 burn spells to kill it. And if they don't kill it, it can just start blocking from there, plus then you have your cheaper spells, and it makes everything much more even matched against their, you know, fast-paced, aggressive style. Similarly, Trespasser, when you play Trespasser, they have to discard a card if they want to lightning strike it, and that also means they have to commit a lightning strike. So Trespasser is great as well as Shieldred. So if you can find these and not die before then, I think the matchup is actually okay against Mono Red, even though the stats here don't show it. I will say that I feel like this deck just takes all the stuff about both Mono Blue and Mono Black that people hate, and it combines it into one. And it's pretty gross, and it feels kind of bad playing it, to be honest. Like, all of our creatures that we have in the deck have to die on sight. Djinn has to die. You can't let them untap with it. Trespasser has to die, otherwise it's just going to beat you to death and take all your stuff. Shieldred has to die because, you know why. It's Shieldred. Katose has to die because if you let Katose live, they get to play the card that they take from you, right? So, yeah. And then, of course, we have Invoke Despair, all the removal, all the counters to make them not able to do fun things. And then Impulse, Consider, and then Memory Deluge to find our stuff, and Gix's Command as a one-of, just to get things back from the graveyard if we need it. So I feel like this most recent version is much more buttoned up, and I think it will do much better. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.